Here. First of all, I know it's tough after a home defeat 4-2, but pick the bones out of it. What went wrong from your perspective?
If I was talking generally, I think we were poor as a back four, poor defending on set plays, and a serious lack of quality throughout the pitch in terms of, like I said, everything, passing from back to front, passing from midfield, shots on target. So there was a lot of issues there. So, but the two goals, we've got two goals where we've been beaten at the back post on a corner, which is poor, and then you've got full-backs are bitten into midfield and allowed the centre-half forwards to get down the sides of our centre-halves, which was glaringly obvious for both goals.
I said in commentary I thought individual battles were being lost all over the park. Is that a fair comment to that?
I'm not sure in terms of whether it's an individual battle, like for example like Josh doesn't win enough headers against either centre-half, and then he loses the header in the box. So he had a fantastic impact on the game at Stockport, but in the 3 games where we've started him, he's looked miles off that energy, miles off that impact. Unfortunately, because Kay got injured at FC United, we've had to run with him, but in terms of winning headers, physical presence, bringing other people in the game, he's been really short, and that's a key player for us. But in general terms, there shouldn't really be individual battles. We should be able to shift our shape and make it about doubling up on people, protecting people. For example, if Sam Minahan's bitten into midfield with the 8, and the lads just slip down the side of Crawley. I mean, as a back four, it's quite simple, and we did a lot of work on this. Full backs protecting the sides of the centre halves, having a zonal principle in terms of how to defend crosses, and because what we've seen today isn't a surprise. We've not dealt with Jimmy Ball coming inside against Stalybridge. We've not dealt with a wide cross against FC United. Alfreton, there's so many games where we've not dealt with the crosses, so we worked on crosses, and yet we've got people leaving key areas at the wrong time, and it's been exploited. And then the other that's the 2 goals from open play, but the 2 goals from set plays are even more disappointing. Credit to them, they put the ball into a really weak area, and we've had 2 players who've been not only been beaten in the air, but been beaten in the air to the point that the opposition have been able to get a very, very good contact into the goal or into a good area.
Said their credit to them. They did look a good side today, actually. I think people have come expecting not just Brackley, but they look a decent, well-organised outfit. Everyone seems to know their jobs.
Yeah. Well, I felt that for a team that's been put together, I thought they did really well. They made one change that was a surprise. They put low in midfield and kind of went to a diamond. Which meant that unfortunately Daniel Powell was being pegged back a bit in the first half. So obviously bringing Sam Minahan over although they played what looked like a diamond, they certainly had width on the right with Armisen, the number 8, playing more out wide and then narrow midfield. So brought Sam over to this side of the pitch so that we kind of, if you like, regained the overload on the left hand side of the pitch.
You did that quite early as well, didn't you?
But I mean, losing Scott today was a blow for us in terms of his physical presence and his ability to. We didn't want to use Courtney out there in terms of his mobility. I still think that the other 3 defenders should have adjusted more. Courtney should have come over. Rossi and Clarkey should have come over, but because we knew the 2 centre forwards would play off. Fullback and the gap between the fullback and the centre half, and too often we made it a 2v2 when really effectively we've got 4 defenders. There was some positives in the game, and to be fair, second half, although we're 3-1 down, John Masters had a great chance and hit it over the bar. Denny Lloyd's had a great chance, engineered a shot but put it wide. Smalley has a great chance just to keep his whites, to keep his eyes. If we'd got one of them, maybe we'd have got back in the game, but again we've just been done on the corner. It's 4-1, and although we scored from the corner late on, it's nothing more than a consolation. And if you like, a feather in the cap of Adam Thomas, who I think had he's looked like the 45 minutes on Tuesday. He's done the world of good, and he came into there, and I thought he showed what he's about in terms of his mobility with and without the ball, and forget about the goal from the corner, the work he put in, the pace he showed to actually win the corner. Yeah. I mean, it was again a really poor pass out to him, and he's turned a really poor pass into a great ball by getting onto it, and then he's tried to put the ball into a really good area with a bit of thought. So he showed some thought, he showed some quality, which is great. But there were so many players today that really disappointed with their physical presence and their quality. And those players that where we didn't have the physical presence or the quality, then you're bound to be struggling.
And just finally, are there things you can work on? Can they improve this week enough to go into the Telford game with some confidence now?
Well, we have to work on things. I mean, like I said, unfortunately, you don't have a lot of coaching time with people, but that's why we have to. But we will have to coach them again on defending crosses, to find some solutions to the problems we had today. And as I said to the players, if I ask you to do a certain thing on crosses and you don't do it, then unfortunately I'm going to have to take you out. I'd rather have people who are honest and do the jobs properly than those that just make it up and play for themselves. And I think that's where we have to start playing as a team and know our roles within the team, and being rock solid, because although we've scored a lot of goals, we've conceded a lot, and the teams haven't had to do an awful lot of work. They've just had to exploit a little bit of a weakness, people stepping out of position, or people allowing people to run off the back of them to score goals, and if we do that, we will continue to see goals. So we have to improve a lot in that side of the game.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us live on Pure 107.8 FM. The manager, James Gannon.